Welcome to the Undisputed Podcast. I'm your host, Joy Taylor. On today's show, should LeBron trust the process and join the upstart Sixers next season? Plus, Redskins quarterback Josh Norman joins the show to break down his NFC East rivals. And could the Patriots be in the market for Baker Mayfield? Skip, Shannon, let's get to it. Let's start with LeBron. And there's been a lot of speculation on where LeBron will sign this offseason. The Cavs, Lakers, Rockets, and Sixers are all reportedly in the mix, but Blazers guard C.J. McCollum said he thinks Philly could be the dark horse. The Sixers have won 13 straight and host the Cavs tomorrow night. McCollum said about LeBron, he's always calculated about his decision-making process going back to his youth. Ben Simmons is his young guy. Philly is in the Eastern Conference. LeBron has been fond of the Eastern Conference throughout his career on what seems to be his easy pass to the finals. I think it's a bigger possibility than people think. Shannon, can you see this happening?
Yes, but I want to know why is C.J. McCollum commenting on what LeBron James could possibly do in free agency.
Tell me when it's my turn.
It's not your turn yet. It said, she said, Shannon.
Yeah.
That's what was in the rundown.
Yeah.
Shannon will start this topic.
That is true.
I noticed he didn't comment when Kevin Durant was going to be a free agent. He didn't say anything about that. But yes, Skip, I can see this happening. But I still believe Cleveland would be LeBron James's first choice. Now, I don't believe LeBron James has given it a passing thought because he's in the moment. You know, in about a week, Skip, he's about to go 0 dark 30.
Really?
Yeah, you know what that means.
So his thigh's okay.
All communication will shut down.
Yeah.
So he and I won't be able to DM, communicate back and forth.
You don't need to DM. You
Wow,
just text.
What's Skip?
Or some people
Why are you
email,
so
but not you.
Can me and LeBron have our lines of communication the way we see fit? We got a back channel. Make sure we can, nobody else can see what we got going on.
Back or bat?
Back.
A bat channel?
Back channel.
Yeah. Right.
You're going to let me finish, Skip, or you should go keep interrupt because your team
Completely disrupting you.
I believe Cleveland would be a first choice, but Philly is an outstanding option. 7-2, Joel Embiid. Is he top 3 players in the Eastern Conference? I would say so. No worse than top 5. Ben Simmons is only going to get better. And here's the thing, Skip. LeBron James next year will be in year 16. And you know what happens after 16? 17, 18. You don't go 16, 15, 14. You don't start counting down. You go forward. So moving forward, LeBron James could have someone to help him do the heavy lifting. The thing is what LeBron and what people are upset about is LeBron James is the first mega superstar that had this power. Now, guys have had power. Magic had it. Larry had it. Michael had it. With the exception of Kareem, no one used their power like LeBron James have used his. Kareem forced his way up out of Milwaukee. Says, I don't want to be here. Let me go to L.A., and that's what happened. LeBron James has this kind of power, and he swings the pendulum. He's giving other guys to say, hold on, wait a minute. LeBron James, he's a Mount Rushmore player. He has a legacy that he has to worry about, and he doesn't have any problems leaving. So LeBron James, LeBron didn't really want to leave Cleveland, Skip, but he couldn't get players that he needed to come join him in Cleveland, so he went to South Beach. Got him a couple of titles down there, made Joy Taylor very happy. I think she must have forgot that because she's turned her back on us now, but that's okay.
Wait, you mean?
I'm not a LeBron fan. I'm a Heat fan.
Yeah, well, good. How's that working out for you?
Unlike you, I actually am loyal to the teams that I root for.
And say it correctly, Dwayne got him a couple of times.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Preach the truth.
As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted twice.
You asked for her to interrupt.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Skip.
Thank you, Skip.
This is a young roster. J.J. Redick now. I don't know if J.J. Redick could possibly be on that roster at $23 million a year. They gave him that kind of money, Skip, because they have a ton of salary cap space. LeBron James comes, they're going to eat up some of that salary cap space. But he could be Kyle Korver. We know how LeBron loves three-point shooters. So Saric is there. So they have guys and pieces around that would make LeBron very happy. But here's the thing. When it's all said and done, LeBron James is looking at a situation, who gives us the best chance to win? Name the free agent that's of LeBron, say, over the last 5 years that's become available. Says, you know what? I think I'm going to go make the Charlotte Bobcats better. Oh, I'm going to go make the Milwaukee Bucks better. Kevin Durant went and joined a 73-9 team that had gone to back-to-back finals. Why did he do that? Because they gave him the best opportunity to win. Why in the hell did LaMarcus Aldridge go to San Antonio? Because they gave him the best opportunity to win. CJ, newsflash, that's normally how it works.
Oh.
Guys are trying to win. So you enjoy that third seed, getting bumped in the first round, and holler at us in a little bit.
Are we talking about the same C.J. McCollum who has helped the Portland Trailblazers get to 48-30 in the West, which is the same record LeBron has in the East? They're both 48-30, Trailblazers, Cavs. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Is the West tougher than the East?
I can't tell.
So it looks like
Look-
CJ has
look at-
earned the right to say all he wants
Not
to
about
say,
that guy.
right? Yes, he
Not
does.
about that guy.
Yeah. And
No,
how
no.
about the best shot of this podcast called Pull Up? Love it, CJ. I got to start subscribing
No,
to
you
this
don't.
podcast. He
Put
said
the
that
bug in
LeBron
there.
wants to stay in the East so he can keep his easy pass in the East. Did you read that?
So
funny.
why did Kevin Durant
His
go to Golden
easy
State?
pass. Wait a second. His easy pass, what have I been saying? Cakewalk? Love it. So he had the guts to speak out. CJ just called out LeBron and said, you want to keep your easy pass in the Eastern Conference, right? How do you feel about that? Is that not the truth? Is it? It's America.
Well,
you
well,
can say whatever you
well,
want, but he just spoke the truth.
But I'm just trying to figure out. Kevin Durant had an opportunity to go anywhere in the NBA.
This is about LeBron James, not about Kevin Durant.
But that's what I'm saying, Skip.
Yeah.
They're talking about most of the guys. Kevin Durant felt very comfortable in the West. LaMarcus Aldridge, very few times guys don't really change. Skip, what gives us the best chance to win? I don't know if CJ noticed it, but LeBron James is trying to win.
Yeah.
What
Well,
gives him the best
if
opportunity?
Kevin Durant wanted the best chance just to get to the NBA Finals, he would have gone home to Washington.
He didn't want to see
Yeah.
LeBron until
Yes,
he
did.
absolutely had to.
No, he would have taken on LeBron head-to-head. He just beat him head-to-head in the Finals.
With
MVP, Kevin Durant,
Oh, but-
MVP of the NBA
but Let me
Finals.
ask you a question. When he was with OKC, what was his record against LeBron? Remember, he was up 3-1 on the very team he went to join.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
You mean back when they were babies?
Oh,
Lots of
no,
babies.
no, Skip. They had a 3-1 lead on Golden State.
Talking about against LeBron.
No.
Heat,
I'm
LeBron's
saying
first ring.
the team that he had down 3-1, he went and joined them, and after they blew a 3-1 lead.
Shannon Sharpe again attempting to change subjects off the subject of the morning, which is the Philadelphia 76ers, which have won 12 straight games. Anybody talking about that? 12 straight games. And to me, it's pretty obvious LeBron James is going to be a Sixer next year. I don't see any other way around it.
I do.
I don't.
I do.
Better team next year, Sixers or Cavs? Like take LeBron out of the supporting cast.
we don't-
Like supporting cast in Cleveland or team in
What about that ping
Philly?
pong ball lands on number 1 for the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Maybe.
Okay,
It's a
then.
long shot, though.
No, it's not. It was a long shot. They got Kyrie.
Yeah.
It was a long shot. They got Andrew Wiggins.
I don't know if you are watching what's happening in Philadelphia right now, but this isn't just a team on the verge. This team has verged. This team doesn't just have next. It is next. It's arrived. It's here. It's 12 in a row. They've won 4 in a row without Embiid, who is expected back for game 1 of the playoffs. And right now, the Sixers, the young, wait till next year's Sixers, they're tied with the Cavaliers in the East. And the Cavs have a difficult, tricky little game at home tonight against Washington with John Wall back, and Washington always plays them tough. And the last time Washington went to Cleveland, remember what happened? They won.
They won.
So it's getting a little dicey here for the Cavs because they could easily fall back to the 4 seed behind the Sixers.
Since we had the shake-up, how they been looking?
Really good.
Oh, okay.
Since they've had their shakedown in Philly, how they been looking without Embiid?
You want some dew on that game on Friday night? Don't they play Saturday? When they play Saturday?
Yeah, but there's no Embiid.
Whoa.
Yeah, no
You
Embiid.
now, hold on.
The dew is going to come if these teams meet in the Eastern
Hold on.
Conference Finals.
You were just tooting the horn of the Sixers and how they've won 4 games
Well,
without Joel Embiid.
they're without their best player. What are you talking about?
But you're not saying that.
But they're still winning games. But
Okay,
they
then.
haven't had to play the beast of the East.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
That's what I
what
wanted.
happened the last time? When was it? March 1st? That wasn't that long
Yeah.
ago. Just a month or so ago?
Yeah.
What happened when, with Embiid, and obviously with Ben Simmons and company, they went to Cleveland, and what happened?
They
Help me
beat
out.
Cleveland.
They beat them soundly.
This will be the 4th time playing. Can you tell what?
So they met in November and December. That was ancient history.
Oh, it's not ancient history.
Yeah, that's
okay.
before this team has arrived. So
Okay.
what are we looking at here? I don't know if
You
people
tell
have
me.
focused on this, but all of a sudden the Sixers have become the best defensive team in pro basketball. Have you been watching this? The Sixers now hold opponents to the lowest shooting percentage in the NBA. Wow. They're second overall in just defensive efficiency, but they're number one in the NBA in rebounding. Wow. Best defensive team, best rebounding team. And they're turning into the best three-point shooting team because JJ's making 42%. And do you know my guy, Marco Bellinelli?
Yeah, Bellinelli. Yeah. That was a great buy.
Hey, did they not just pick him up?
Yeah.
So he's making 38%.
Yeah.
And remember, Marco, once upon a time back in 2014, won the NBA's All-Star three-point shooting contest. And then he won a shooting contest against LeBron's Miami Heat in the finals when he shot 44% from three in the finals, shot 42% for that playoff run. So Marco has been there and done that at the highest level for a championship team, and now he's on the Sixers. And that night, remember, at Cleveland, March 1st, they had 6 players scoring double figures. One of them was Marco Bellinelli.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they got shooters, and then obviously they got a Joel Embiid who will be back for the first game of the playoffs, I believe, and he's averaging 23 and 11. And obviously Ben Simmons is going to win Rookie of the Year. I don't know if he's a rookie, but he's going to win Rookie of the Year. I'm not
This is
sure
his
about
first
that.
year playing in the NBA.
So he's 16, 8, and 8, and he's LeBron's client, so LeBron could...
Don't do it, Skip.
Yeah, so-
LeBron is a client of Clutch Sports.
okay.
He
I
has
got it.
no
I got it.
business holdings in that corporation.
So then we got Dario Saric in the starting lineup at 6'10", 6 feet 10 inches tall, 250 pounds is Dario Saric, and he's averaging 15 and 7. And I haven't even mentioned Robert Covington, who's averaging 13 and 5. And guess what? In defensive individual win shares, Robert Covington is number 2 in the NBA. LeBron James is 311. Number 311? Wait, Robert Covington is number 2. Wait, Ben Simmons is number 6 in defensive win shares. Embiid is number 7. Heck, J.J. Redick is number 18, and Sarge is number 31, and LeBron is number 311.
Skip,
This
hold on.
team is, it isn't just arriving, it has arrived.
But see, what you do is that you take a great defensive team. Obviously, if they're a good defensive team, the numbers are going to be higher. So do you believe Covington or Saric can stop LeBron James?
They did on March 1st. LeBron didn't. He wasn't
Okay,
very
what
good
about
in that
November
game.
and October? I mean, November, December. Those games don't count.
Okay. Well,
So
they're
it'll-
just trying to figure it out.
No.
They're a brand new team, man.
Oh.
Got kids. I didn't know. Ben Simmons is trying to figure out the league. He's just starting.
So LeBron loses. Oh, they've arrived. He wins. They're
They
trying
have
to figure it out.
arrived. And you know what? That could be a dicey game on Friday night. I'll see how I feel about it. But
No.
there's no Embiid. But then they get the Mavericks, and they're going to finish strong. Who do they have left? Oh, then they got at Atlanta and Milwaukee. They could well win the 3 seed, which would mean if it does get to
Atlanta's tanking.
Okay. All
Did
right,
you see them last night against the
all
Heat?
right, I got it. That's why I said that's Philly's schedule.
Yeah.
Okay.
They ain't beating Milwaukee.
So what if Philly happened to win out, and what if the Cavs happened to lose to Washington, and they could lose. Philly.
What bet to do tonight? You want some on tonight's
But
game?
here's the point. What if Philly winds up with home court over the Cavs, and what if it does get to the Eastern Conference Finals, Sixers versus Cavaliers? Who you got? I'm starting to lean Sixers in that one. I am. I'm leaning Sixers.
You must be on lean.
No.
That's the only thing that got you leaning.
Yeah,
Skip,
so-
stop playing. You know good and well you would not take no Sixers in an Eastern Conference Final against LeBron James.
If they have home court, I will take them. If it gets, now they both have.
They can play in Joel Embiid's backyard.
Yeah.
And Cavaliers are coming up out of the East.
I think that is Joel Embiid's backyard at Philly. I think it's turned into that. And you think he's afraid of LeBron James? I think not. You think LeBron can get to the rack the way he does against everybody else against Embiid? He cannot.
You see
Ben Simmons is 7 feet tall and will play defense. LeBron, all of a sudden, remember LeBron that night when Simmons got loose down the lane and LeBron turned his back and ran from the poster? Remember that?
You know good and well.
I'm not playing. I'm just telling you what's happening.
You know good and well there's not a man one-on-one. What makes the guys great in the NBA, none of the other guys can stop the best players one-on-one. You got to bring help. And when you bring help, LeBron is going to find those marksmen in the corner. LeBron James is going to get him. Sometimes you just concede that and say, you know what? We're going to guard the three-point line. We're not going to let him get 30 and then have 12 assists. Because LeBron, there is no answer. Because if you have an answer for LeBron James, I don't even want to know what the question is.
Okay, so here's my answer for next year's question. that LeBron has no choice but to go to the Sixers, because even if you get 8, and let's say you got 8, okay?
And we're going to trade it for Anthony Davis.
That's not going to happen.
Whoa!
That's not going to happen.
You don't
you're
want
playing,
it to happen.
You're playing fantasy basketball. It's just like silly basketball.
What are you playing?
Not going to happen.
What are you and CJ doing? You're playing fantasy because you're trying to interject, put LeBron in Philly.
How can he not go there? Because he's got to stay in the East. He wants no part of the West. Let's say he goes to the young Lakers. They got a lot of firepower.
God, I never thought Lakers.
Okay.
Stop it.
All right. So let's say he's going to join Chris Paul. He looks like he's going on 40 years of age. Really, we'll see how they make their run, he and James together this year. But you're going to go to that and have to fight through the West? I don't know
no fight.
Huh?
It won't be fair.
Yeah.
Fight's supposed to be fair. Him at Houston won't be fair. Him at Golden State wouldn't be fair.
To quote the great C.J. McCollum, the easy pass for LeBron, the easy pass. You don't want an easy pass.
Well, then why didn't, hold on,
it's in the East.
Hold on. CJ didn't have to sign that contract extension.
Yeah.
He could have waited. He could have became a free agent.
See, the men play in the West because it's big boy basketball.
Okay,
it's grown man
I'll be a boy
basketball.
and win these finals and win these championships.
Okay.
You be a man and get bumped in the first round.
So
Okay.
LeBron is going to take one look coming up on July 1st at what's going on in Philly, and he'll just say, I got to go there. I got no choice. And he'll take some criticism
First of all,
for it,
him
but it's
and
okay.
Rich Paul, they will sit down with Dan Gilbert. Dan, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you what our thought process is. And then they'll come to some kind of resolution. We can do this right here. Like I said, I believe LeBron's first choice. Now, remember, Skip, once you do something, it's easy for you to do it again. So LeBron has already left one time. So it's a lot easier to leave a second time than it was the first time.
Okay.
So he will have no problem leaving if Dan Gilbert doesn't give him a choice.
Okay.
But I believe his first
What can
choice.
Dan Gilbert offer? What can he do more than this is who we are?
No, stop.
And Dan Gilbert did a great job at the trade deadline.
Okay, he could have said
but,
that's who
but
we are.
It's not a Philly job because Philly's just loaded.
Philly drafted those players.
They did.
Yes.
I mean, so LeBron's going to sit back and say, okay, I got Kevin Love and JR versus Embiid and Ben Simmons.
Whoa, I'm glad you said that. You see what he just did, Joey? I got to unbutton my jacket like an old Baptist minister. Now you just said, oh, I got Kevin Love and OJR. You told me they were loaded. You said LeBron James had no more excuses, and you just gave him an excuse to leave to go to Philly.
I'm saying next year he's going to look at that and just say, man,
Skip,
I don't know.
He got those players this year. He ain't got to wait the next year. Kevin Love, JR is on the roster this year. So I'm glad you said that. See, I knew you would do it. I knew if I let you talk enough, you would help me out make my argument.
Well, LeBron, I mean, he's in his 15th year playing it, according to you, and him, the highest level of his
He ain't
career.
lie. He ain't lie. But you upset. The man wants to play 82 games. Then you complain about how many he playing in those games.
Yeah.
What is it, Joe? What you want from Bron? He give you 27, 9, and 8 on a nightly basis. He takes Miss Triple Dub to the bar every third night. And you still get upset with the man, Skip Bayless.
And the injury gods took away Kyrie, so there goes Boston.
Whoa.
And I never had any faith or respect for Toronto, so I'm done. And I had taken my eye off the prize, which is Philly. And by the way, what's been happening lately in the city of Philadelphia? Let's see, the Eagles won a championship, and then Villanova won a championship.
Villanova won another one.
Then the Sixers.
When is your...
Whoa. Maybe something's going on here.
There is something going on.
Yeah.
But I tell you what,
Wow.
if the Sixers have to deal with LeBron James, the process will cease to progress.
Really?
That's a fact.
Okay.
Now, you're going to put something on that.
We will.
Now, I want to know why C.J. McCollum, I mean, he talking like they in the Western Conference Final every year. Why he bumping them? He had an opportunity to become a free agent. He could have got to an easy pass in the West. I mean, in the East.
Oh, yeah.
Why did he choose to stay in Portland?
Because he wanted a challenge as opposed to your guy.
You know what the biggest crock is? Oh, to beat a man, you got to beat the man. Oh, I want to play the best. If I got to pay the worst and I get the same outcome, give me that. Give me that.
CJ's averaging 22 in the West. That's pretty good.
What is,
Huh? He's a good player.
I'm not saying I'm not.
They're a good team.
He's a very good player.
Yeah.
He and Dame Lillard. I make the case they might be they're the second best backcourt.
I mean, last time I saw LeBron versus Portland, I think LeBron lost.
Oh, but hold on, Skip.
Go ahead, bring it up. Bring it up.
You know he body bagged it.
Yeah, he body
Quincy,
bagged him.
what happened?
Yeah. He body bagged him, and you know what? Nurkic, the zombie that he is, bounced right back to life, and he's
They
playing
played
at
that theme
a high
for Law and
level.
Order. Doom, doom,
Yeah.
doom, doom.
Nurkic is still playing.
No, he ain't.
They're still
he ain't
really
been the
good.
same since.
Oh, really?
He ain't been the same
Oh,
since. Skip.
really? LeBron
Yeah.
basically just retired him.
Body bagged him. Had him leg out to the side, chalk.
Yeah. So does that mean that Dwayne Wade put LeBron on life support?
Oh,
I guess
stop
that's
it,
what happened.
Skip.
I don't know.
Skip,
He
hold
blocked
on.
him twice.
What about that bicycle built for two?
Yeah.
When Kelly Olynyk bumped him, it was in between him and the rim, and LeBron and D Wade blocked the shot from the back. D Wade.
Why is that a bicycle built for two, but the block in the finals is-
I'm just using Skip's argument against him.
Man, I don't know. I overlooked Philly here, but
But I'm glad you.
I don't
said-
think LeBron is.
I'm glad you said LeBron should leave because all he got is little Kevin Love and Jr. But you were just hyping him. Ooh, he got Kevin Love.
he's got a really
what
good
about when
team
there's
for now.
love in the air?
Yeah, but we're talking about next year.
I'm worried
Right.
about Skip. Skip.
I didn't throw a parade after the trade deadline. The guy across from me did.
No.
Threw a parade and was the parade marshal. It's
I was
over.
at the parade.
Yeah.
But see, LeBron doesn't worry about these two thieves, regret and fear. See, he doesn't regret anything he's done in the past, and he fears nothing that's in the future.
He doesn't regret.
No.
Wait, 2011? He
No,
doesn't regret
it happened.
the
It
2011 finals?
Without that 2011 Bron, we don't get 2012 and moving forward, LeBron.
That which doesn't kill you makes you stronger?
Yeah.
Oh, and nearly
The
killed
greater the challenge, the greater the conquest.
Didn't you just say if you can get to the same destination with the easier path, you're going to do that?
Yeah, but I'm saying, I don't believe LeBron. We would not see this LeBron. Something had to shape him.
Yeah.
This shaped
Well,
him.
I just want to know what the pitch will be because, I mean, I recall a very compelling I'm going home. It was very dramatic. It was a big song. So I just, if it
hard-
was
it
in
was
Philly,
hard to criticize that.
I'm very much looking forward to what the pitch is. For the,
What was the pitch for Miami?
I would like to go win some championships because Cleveland can't help.
When was the last time they had won one?
Don't try and switch up the
Oh,
subject.
yeah,
You asked me what the
2006.
pitch was, and that was the answer.
2006.
Yeah. When was the last time Cleveland won?
What
before
were they
that?
doing? What were they doing in the meantime?
What was Cleveland doing in the
Have they
meantime?
come close since they lost LeBron?
In the playoffs.
No mercy.
Our next guest is an all-pro cornerback. He's got 10 career interceptions and just finished his second season in Washington. Josh Norman, welcome to Undisputed.
Thank you. Thank
Good
you
to have
very
you.
much for having me, man.
You've got a celebrity basketball game on Saturday to benefit your charity, the Stars 24 Foundation. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, Stars 24, nonprofit organization founded back in 2012. When I first started, came into the league, helping with the kids that out risk and the youth of the community that can't really, function and physical outlet and play. So we try to have events and we put on for them each and every year. They can come out too and, have a bit of fun, take a little bit off of what they see in the everyday society. So we try to help out in that
Can
way.
you play?
Can I play?
I just
Is that a
asked.
question? I play football. I'm pretty good at that. I kind of translate that and relate to the basketball game. Actually, playing sports was the thing that we did growing up. Played basketball, baseball, football, ran track, swim.
Are
So
you an
it was
above
just-
the rim basketball player?
Am I? I mean, I play a little bit up there, but not lately because of, we gotta kind of stay safe. Right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta stay
careful
safe.
with All right, Josh, so let's talk a little bit about the NFC East. How would you rank the teams in your division?
Well, of course, I'm gonna say us. Along the team. Hey, I'm never out of it. I don't care who we see or who is out there playing.
Do you
Be
know
them,
the
be them.
the green team?
We know the green team, man. We know they won. That's all good. But I mean, as long as I'm on watching Redskins, we're the team to beat. So that's my mindset. Obviously, they the champions, so you got to beat the champions. I'll put them second behind us, and then the Cowboys and the Giants can battle for who third. Really, that's how I look at it.
So are you saying that Alex Smith is better than Kirk Cousins?
Am I saying Alex Smith is better than Kirk Cousins? I'm saying Kirk Cousins in, Minnesota Vikings right now, and Alex Smith is with the Washington Redskins.
Yeah.
So obviously
Was that
that's
an
our
upgrade for the
quarterback.
Redskins?
It was something that the organization decided to do, and so for us, that's our man in charge. Is how.
Well, you sound like you
going out
might
on
be
a limb.
disappointed in that move.
Disappointed? Why do you say that?
Well, I don't know.
Where'd that come from?
Well, you're not raving
Skip,
about
man.
Alex
What you
Smith.
saying? I'm not raving about him. Of course I'm raving about him. The guy's a winner.
I'd say.
Like, what you mean? He's a winner in every place he's been at. And what he did with the Chiefs the first 6 games, you would have thought they was going to be those guys horsing that trophy. So at the end of the day, you got to look at that and see who is the person behind that, who's mentoring at him, and that was Alex Smith. So I'm glad we got the guy. Don't get me wrong now. Don't get me twisted.
Okay,
I'm glad we got him.
Well, would you say he's a little? I'll say it. I think he's considerably better than Kirk Cousins.
Well,
That's just me.
Well, personally, that two different people can say that. But at the same time, Kurt is in Minnesota, and we have Alex Smith with the Washington Redskins. I'm glad we do got him. And right now, the way Alex Smith is playing, his mindset and the way he's developed is better than Kirk Cousins right now because he's in a level right now in the league and his profession. He's been here, he's done it, he's seen those multiple playoff games and been in those situations and plays to where he sees the game differently than Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins and the way he throws the ball and his accuracy is like, gosh, he got what he got for a reason. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, when you look at those two guys and you put them in that same room, you're going to be like, okay, Alex Smith, Kirk Cousins, who's experienced here? Both of them threw 4,000 yards, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Josh, my eyes, I got new glasses, so I just started wearing them. So
I see. What are they?
Yeah, I can't tell you what they are.
I can't tell.
But I'm missing something. You say, you keep telling me like Alex Smith won. You do realize Alex Smith had a 21-3 lead at home against the Tennessee Titans and lost. You do realize at one point in time he had a 28-point lead on the road and his team lost.
Okay. When you talk about that, you also know that it's also defense plays games too, right? When someone gives you that type of lead as a defense, you pin your ears back and you go get them.
Right.
You go get them. So at the end of the day, if I give you a 21 lead spread and you can't stop the other opponent from getting into the end zone, then you got to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, what did I do to come out here and get that L?
Does it concern you that he was in San Francisco and they wanted to go with Colin Kaepernick? He was in Kansas City and they wanted to go with Mahomes. It doesn't concern you that he's been in 2 stops and they've been ready to move on?
Absolutely not. Why? My team was ready to move on from me and I got somewhere else. That happens. That's the league. That's what comes with it. You got to understand that as a player, as a professional, that this is a business. Anything can change just like that. But with him and how he was able to handle it, everywhere he's been successful. Everywhere he's been. So at the end of the day, they come out here and they play Alex Smith, and they wanted to play Patrick Mahomes the whole time anyway. Let's get honest. Let's be real about the situation. They was waiting for him to screw up, so they want to put him in there.
What? I'm glad that you said
so,
that.
at the end of the day, that's what it is.
Let's be real.
You know that.
You guys been trying to get rid of Kirk Cousins for the last 3 years. Since we telling the truth up here.
Okay, but guess what? You guys, hold on, saying you guys. I'm a player, so don't get me on this whole little thing.
How about Washington?
Washington. Okay, let's go there real quick.
Washington been trying
player,
to
organization. It's 2 different things here. I know you want to say that, but like I said, I don't know if they want to get rid of him. They franchise the guy, so he's getting played.
What does franchise tell you? We
he's
like
there for
you,
that year.
we like you, but we don't love you. We don't want to commit long term.
Okay, maybe they didn't want to marry him because they wanted to see what was going on. Who knows? But like I said, at the end of the day, it has to be both mutual relationships there. One got to do this and the other got to do this to come together to have that ring, So at the end of the day, you got to look at yourself in the mirror.
So, Josh Norman, who's your arch rival of the Redskins?
Who is the arch rival of the Redskins?
You should know this. You've been there for 2 years.
Man, you got Dallas.
You got Dallas. Thank you. Okay, that's enough said. So guess what? Kirk Cousins was 1-6 against the Dallas Cowboys, your arch rival. Maybe that's why the Redskins didn't want to marry Kirk Cousins, wouldn't you say?
Well, you can say that. You can point out a lot of different things. That's a statistic you can put out there. I think getting over those getting to the playoffs, and having those games towards the end of the year can be something. We could say a lot of different things, but also you got to turn around and look at it like, what have we done for Kirk Cousins in a way to put him in that position? I know our coaches.
Deshaun Jackson.
Our coach has been great, though. Don't get me twisted and wrong about that. Jay Gruden, he does a hell of a job, getting those guys together. You talking about at what? What you mean at what? At getting them together, like the offensive game plan going into the week? What you mean?
Oh, so it's all Kirk. So Jay Gruden does a great job, but it's Kirk Cousins' fault that it's not working, huh?
It's a Kirk Cousins' fault. I mean, you got to put both blame in the hands of the situation here.
No, but I'm
I mean,
saying-
at the end of the day, if a coach calls a call, you go out there, you got to play that call, right? Or else quarterbacks are different because they do have multiple calls of what they see out there on the field. They can't check something if they see something different, right?
Right.
So obviously, you go out there, you have that all in your mind, and you prepare the way you're supposed to prepare the whole entire week. You know that, right?
Hold on. So what you trying to say?
He's a professional when he prepares. Don't get me wrong. Like,
But you
Cousins
said
is in the building.
He's
in the building.
Hold on. Josh,
What you saying?
Hold on. You keep saying when. You notice that, Skip? He said he can be a professional when he prepares.
I'm not saying he don't. What are you talking
That's
about?
what you said. You said he could be a professional when he prepares.
When he prepares.
Yeah.
So is this a wordplay game we
No,
doing
I'm
right
just
now?
asking you,
Because
so-
obviously I
You
didn't
saying
see
he didn't
anything
prepare all
about
the
it.
time? Are you saying he didn't prepare all the time? I mean, what?
No, he prepared every time I see him in the building. What do you mean? So I'm in the building, he's in the building, he's
Right.
prepared. Before, after the fact, we takes off. So at the end of the day, he's out there throwing more passes. He's out there getting himself ready to go prepare himself for the week ahead of what he has to look forward to. That's what he's out there doing.
So what am I supposed
That's
to-
what I see.
What am I supposed
So
to
I
do?
mean,
What am I supposed to do about these 4,000-yard seasons? What am I supposed to do about these 25
that's the
plus
Jay Gruden
touchdowns?
system, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, he did everything in his power to be a top performance. I mean, to be a top professional of the game. Kirk Cousins has came out. He performed admirably. I can't say anything else in that. And I also can say Jay Gruden has put a fire game plan each and every week out there for him to prepare and to perform. So at the end of the day, when you look at that, look at the Jay Gruden systems. Everybody where he played and how he's been an offensive coach in the offensive mind, has they not thrown for 1,000 yards?
Yeah, and have yet to win a
I mean,
playoff game.
okay, but Andy Dalton, we can go back and play him.
Yeah,
Is he-
good.
is he- I mean-
So, Josh Norman, how do you explain that the team that you say is going to fight for third in the division, Dallas Cowboys, are 4-0 against Josh Norman while he's in Washington? How is that possible?
Skip, I got to agree with you on that.
Okay.
That is probably the thing that is the sharp, double-edged sword right here. Every time we play those guys, I don't know, man. The luck of the Irish is with them. I'm just probably I'm had to drink my water on that one.
Let me ask you a question.
Wait a second. On Des Bryant,
I know they're your team. I know
Well,
they're
go
your
ahead.
team.
You
No,
gonna
go
ask
ahead.
my
Go
question?
ahead. No, go ahead.
Because to us, he has become a shell of himself, and you do a number on Des Bryant when you play him. That's not the issue. So what do you see that is left in Des Bryant?
He has a lot left in the tank. It's what he wants to get out of that. That's the thing. I mean, he can be whatever he wants to be. I'm not here I'm going to down him, man. I'm not going to down him. He plays the game at the highest level. I think for him, his all between here, once he figured that out and once he feels that when I step on the field, I'm going to dominate, whether it's Josh Norman or a rookie that's coming in the league. No
But do
matter.
you fear Des can run by you
Do
anymore?
I fear him?
Yeah.
I don't fear nobody gonna run past me.
Why are you talking about it's in here? It's year 9. Why Dad still got to figure it out up in here?
I
It's
mean,
year
everybody got to figure that out.
No, not in year 9. Stop, Josh.
Everybody
Josh,
figure
be
it out.
real
What
now.
you
Come
mean?
on, Josh.
I'm still figuring it out.
Josh, look, I'm not
What
saying
you
get up
mean?
here. I'm not saying get up here and beat Dez Bryant.
No,
Dez Bryant is
look,
not the same
look.
guy.
Okay, if you want to say that, it's about want to. You know that. It's about want to.
Dude, he's about to make $12.5 million.
Okay, they paid him. They paid him. But at the end of the day, I feel like Dez, he's a person that can get streaky. He gets streaky. When he gets streaky, he's gonna
He ain't been streaky since 2014, Josh.
Hey man, guess what? It's a new season this year, so maybe he can come
So,
back and do something different.
so I'm just gonna forget 2015, 16, 17.
I don't think nobody's forgetting that. Don't get me
then,
wrong,
so
nobody's forgetting that.
So what leads you to believe he can get streaky and ascend again?
I don't know. I think that he has been taking measures and steps to get his game better. I mean, everybody has been taking measures and steps to get his game better. If I'm not mistaken, I've heard he's going to be working out with a new coach or something like that. I mean, you heard
No,
that?
working
You
out
heard
with
that?
a coach.
Oh, right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So have you not heard that?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we all heard that.
Right.
So at the end of the day, that's getting yourself prepared for the season that's coming ahead, getting yourself better. You didn't do something last year that obviously gave you this output, so you're doing something different this year to give you a better one. I mean, at the end of the day, we all out here trying to win this game right here that these guys won, obviously in our division. I hate that they did win it. I wish we could have done it, but we preparing ourselves for that. That's why, I'm trying to do different things in my regiment because I'm not trying to look at the person and say, who can make this excuse for me? Who can make that excuse for me? Why not you be that guy to come out there and make that play and be like, why not me? Why not me come out here and do something to get our team and be above that level so we can get there, you know? Why
So
not?
Dak Prescott, overrated, underrated? Which is he?
Man, he's underrated just for what he does. I mean, I think what we see in him is towards the end of the games, the end of the season, and that's not what he puts out there on the field. You know, when we play them, he's very much in tune in the game and where people are on the field. And he doesn't make mistakes. Crazy as it may seem, he knows where you are and doesn't make mistakes, whether it's a tight throw in the window or if it's a big throw, you know, or a deep bomb. He's not going to make it if somebody's hugging the receiver, man.
Yeah, we keep talking about Kirk Cousins not playing well. We ain't mentioned about old Washington defense.
Oh, yeah.
We ain't said nothing about that. We're going to come back with that without the break, though. Talk about that a little later, Josh.
Hey,
yeah,
man.
I know you ain't
Hey.
say nothing about that.
Hey, look, I didn't because y'all asked me about
No,
Washington
you
Kirk Cousins'
but what
offense.
you should have said. But what you should have said, you know what? Yeah, Kirk. Although Kirk played well, we got to play better on our side of football. But I saw the way you shift that blame.
Of course.
That
We're
ain't
going
what
to
you
come
said,
to that. Obviously, I'm going to get on us. Don't get me wrong here. If you're going to ask me a question about Kirk Cousins and the Washington Redskins offense, I'm going to ask that question.
No, you say
But
no.
at the end
It
of
ain't
the day,
about Kirk.
if you want to talk about our defense,
Nope.
we should be better.
That's what
I'm going to tell you
That's
that.
what you're supposed to do.
We should be better.
As a team
And
leader,
I-
you're
and I
supposed to take
said-
that upon
and I
yourself
said-
to say that.
That's what I said.
No,
I'm
you
not
said it
trying to look
now.
for a cop-out. I'm not giving these guys cop-outs. I'm just telling you what it is. Like, we should take responsibility for our actions. Like you asked me earlier about how Kansas City got 21 up on Tennessee. And I was like, well, that's the defensive fault. To give you 21 straight points and you got to come back on that, that's the
you're talking
defense
about
fault.
Washington defense.
But that's our defense too. So I'm looking at that. If someone gives us that many points and we let them come back in the game, that's on us. We got to look ourselves in the mirror and be like, what? We can do that. Why is it that we have to put our offense in this predicament? They have to come back here and win this game when we should have been pinning our ears back, ready to go and hunt somebody.
No mercy. Hey guys, it's Joy Taylor. Before we get back to the show, I wanted to tell you about a new podcast that every baseball fan needs to download, the MLB Whip Around podcast, hosted by Kevin Burkhardt. The MLB Whip Around podcast features the best discussions from expert analysts like Alex Rodriguez, Dontrell Willis, and Frank Thomas, with new episodes 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. It's a one-stop shop for all your baseball needs. Subscribe and download for free today on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Now let's get back to Undisputed. No mercy. The Patriots shocked everyone Tuesday by trading Brandon Cooks to the Rams for the 23rd overall pick. New England now has 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks, leading to speculation they'll move up in the draft. The Patriots have already lost Malcolm Butler, Danny Amendola, and Dion Lewis this offseason. We're joined once again by Josh Norman. Josh, what have you thought about the Patriots offseason?
It's been crazy. I don't think nobody offseason been crazier than the Rams, but I think we can say that. But that has been crazy with they got 2 first rounders now, and they got 2 second round draft picks. That's big. That's huge for an organization like them. But they always at the top of their game and whatever they do. I know there's speculation about the tight end, whether he's going to play or not going to play, and also they just got. They let go of Malcolm Butler and some other players. Malcolm in Tennessee
Brandon Cooks.
And they just traded Brandon Cooks as well for another first-round draft pick and a 4th round, if I'm not mistaken. I've seen that somewhere. So they've been making moves, really have been. But it's going to be interesting to see who's going to be a successor of Tom Brady. I think that's the biggest thing. Because
So how much longer does Brady play?
I don't know. He got probably 5 in him, maybe.
5?
Maybe.
Wow.
I mean, as long as he wants to play the game. What else can he accomplish other than another ring right now? And when you push for that, you push for, shooting my star out of the stratosphere now. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, all right, I've done everything. I know this routine, and it's a routine for me, and it feels good and it feels comfortable. But when I stop doing that, then what? But right now he can play till he's 5 because you know why? They protect the quarterbacks like none other. You can't go back there and touch him. You freaking breathe on him. You're getting a flag, a 15-yard penalty. So it's almost like it's impossible to go out there after these guys now. So you can play the 45 and it wouldn't be a problem.
He just lost his left tackle, though.
Yeah, I know. That's why you got those first-round picks. They can probably get another one. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you look at that and be like, these guys are set up to be successful still in another year. So those guys are the guys that chasing the AFC when you look at it.
So Shannon says he'll last maybe one more year, maybe.
Well, like I said, if they change the rules, how they play with the quarterbacks, then that's where he'll last one more year. But if they don't, in the way it is now, he's going to be playing for another 4 to 5. That's as long as he want to do it.
That's what Skip wants him to do. You watched the Super Bowl. How surprised were you that Malcolm Butler did not play in that ball game? And what do you think could have led that the way they were playing defensively, the way they were getting torched, that you not let the guy play
Right.
one snap?
You're right. That would have been a big output in that game. Now, I kid you not, defensive backs have a big emphasis on what wide receivers do. And he could have affected that game, literally. And I do mean and I do say that. It's, at times, I understand coaches, and they try to make a point, and that point is reasonable. When you're in the biggest game of all, and you don't. No, man, you don't toss your weight around like that. At the end of the day, okay, sit you out for a quarter, sit you out for a half. That's cool. You know, teach your lesson. But the whole game, when crunch time comes down to it, I mean, gosh, you want to go for 6 or you want to stay 5?
Nick Foles hung 41 on Belichick's defense.
Just saying.
41?
Literally. And you look around and you see what happened and why Matt Patricia over there throwing his head up in the air like, gosh, give me my players, man. Right. Give me my defenders. Give me my best people. You put the best out on the field and you let them play. End of the day, we're not in college, man. It's not high school. We're professional athletes. We're here for a reason. You pay us all this money.
Butler's game?
I respect his game. I respect, Bill Belichick as a coach. I respect everything they do as an organization, but at the end of the day, man, you have to put your best players on the game no matter what happens or the situation. I mean, he's there. He's not in jail. He's not somewhere out, caught up, injured. I mean, if he's not those things, hey, when you look at the signs, you look back, what is it? I mean,
so how do you explain it?
So how do you explain it? I mean, what happened? I don't know the details. I don't know anything about what happened, what took place.
Well,
They said it was personnel. They said the guys that played instead of Malcolm presented the best opportunity for them to win.
What was Eric Rowe?
Oh,
no offense,
I
don't know either. I mean, I'm not Eric Rowe, and I don't know a guy, and I don't try to disrespect him at all. And I think he's going to be a hell of a player once his time comes. But at the end of the day, I think Malcolm Butler is he not senior to Eric Rowe? So he's been playing the position. He has that experience.
Yep.
He's played in those Super Bowl games. He knows that. I think it was Eric Rowe's time, but the timing of when it happened, it probably wasn't. Right. Because if it was the case, we'd be talking about Eric Rowe right now, and not Malcolm Butler. But like I said, Malcolm Butler won you a Super Bowl with capturing that pick. Right. You know, that makes up for whatever he has done, because if he didn't make that play, we was talking about Seattle now with 2 instead of 1. You know, so end of the day, you have to go back at it and be like, wow, this guy did do this, and now you turn around and you make that move. It's kind of like, for a player, it's disheartening, distasteful, and it's almost like a middle finger up at you and the organization for that. Just speaking from a player's
no
ways.
longer there, right?
Probably is.
So, better quarterback right now, Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers?
Whoo! You put me on a hot seat with that one.
You like the hot seat.
I do love it. Don't get me wrong.
Just lay it out.
Gosh, man. Aaron Rodgers is Gandalf the White to me, man. You seen Lord of the Rings? Anybody that's trilogy fan? He's Gandalf the White to me, man. That guy is just way he's able to.
I don't know the place. I mean, the man spoken.
I mean, and Tom Brady is gonna go down as the greatest all time. Once he get out the game, you see what he was able to do, man. He is gonna.
But he ain't Gandalf.
What you mean he ain't Gandalf?
Aaron Rodgers, you just said that. You can only be one. You can only have one Gandalf. You said it was.
I know. Tom is like, he's gonna have a carved out Mount Rushmore when he's.
Yeah, he might. But that wasn't the question. We're not talking about what he gonna have.
I know. But like I said, you put this.
Yeah, we on the hot seat. We got the light on you too.
Okay, it's like, which apple do you like better, the red?
I don't know. Macintosh, Red Delicious, Granny Smith.
So the red apple was the MVP of the league last year, the guy Tom Brady, and then the red apple, Tom Brady, went to the Super Bowl and threw for a playoff record 505.
I got the light on you. Which one? The light's on him. I got the light. You want Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady?
Come on, man.
Okay, for one game, for your life, you want Aaron Rodgers or you want Tom Brady?
That's the easiest question you ever ask anybody. One game for your life?
One game. One game for your life, Josh Norman. Who you want?
You be talking about two of the top all time.
No.
Nope.
No.
You can't. Okay, you put them both in the same sense. Can I have both of them?
No.
One half,
you
the
get
other
one
one half.
for your life. For your life.
I know, like, where
For
they do
your
that
life.
That's not how we do things.
I know, where they do
For
that
your
at?
life. For your life. One
For
game.
my life. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy question, man.
Okay.
You know, you go with those rings, you have to look at Tom Brady, but then you already know Aaron Rodgers is going to bring you, so. I know. I'll say this. You can't deny the 5 rings. But as much as I respect and love Tom.
Much you
Go
what? As much as you love and respect Tom, but
Both of them.
I know both of them are all-time great transcendent.
I love them.
But you gotta have one.
That Aaron Rodgers is gonna beat us, man. If that Aaron Rodgers is gonna beat us in Washington Redskins, if we didn't come in there and get that punch on that Monday night, that game that happened, he was gonna come back and beat us from a 31 deficit.
I
mean,
You realize Aaron Rodgers is 5-6.
that ain't Skip.
playoff since-
You see, he tried to swing it. No, Skip, don't do that, Skip.
It's not even close.
No, that's his decision.
He just died.
No,
He's not going to make it. Josh, thanks for joining us.
I did.
Let you off the hook.
No mercy.
Patriots shocked everyone Tuesday by trading Brandon Cooks to the Rams for the 23rd overall pick. New England now has 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks, leading to speculation they'll move up in the draft. Jason LaCanfora of CBS asked a member of the organization if he would be surprised if Bill Belichick moved up to get a quarterback, and they said, quote, certainly not. LaCanfora then said his hunch is Baker Mayfield is the quarterback Belichick has his eye on. Shannon, can you see this happening?
I can't. Just looking at the Patriots' history and how they do business, Skip, they don't move up, they move back. And because they need so much, they need a left tackle, they need a running back, they need defensive players. They have the ammunition to move up if they deem this necessary, but I don't see it. I think they have too many glaring issues. Quarterback is not their glaring issue. And does Baker Mayfield strike you as a guy that wants to sit the bench 2-3 years, Skip? I don't see that happening. He doesn't strike me. His personality, granted, players get there and they convert. Whatever they were where they previously were, they're not like that once they arrive in that building. I don't know. They might be brainwashing or something up there. Jordan.
Maybe.
But these players, they're different people once they get into that building.
I agree.
And considering what it would take, I mean, think about it, Skip. The Bears move up 1 spot, gave up 2 threes and a 4th. Kansas City swapped spots and gave up this year's first-round pick. But they have that. They got 23, they got 31. So they have the ammunition to go to 20, but go to 23-5. That was going to 10, Skip. That was 27-10. To go to the top 5, but you're going to probably have to go up because you still have to, just think now, you go up to the 5th pick. Somebody shoots up that really wants Baker Mayfield, they go to top 5. Now, you've given up 2 picks. So if you're going to go up, you're going to go all the way to the top. You got the kind of money, Joy, you ain't going up to the bottom floor up under the penthouse. You're going to the penthouse.
That is correct.
Going up to number 1.
Yep.
You got the ammunition. You got 2 1s, you got 2 2s.
You do.
And you got a 3rd.
You do.
So you got the ammunition if you really love Baker Mayfield. But I don't see it. I think because they have so many other issues, maybe they get a tight end. They definitely need a left tackle. They definitely need defensive help.
Yep.
So, Skip, I don't see this happening, and seeing the way knowing how they've done business over the years, they don't move up. They move back and acquire more picks and get more players.
So, you speak of Patriot history, and you're talking about the Belichick era history,
Yes.
so we're going back almost 20 years.
Correct.
I think now you can throw out the last 20 years because it just started over, because one thing happened that changed Patriots history. The owner finally overruled the coach for the first time in his almost 20 years. Robert Kraft said, Bill, I'm sorry, I know you love this kid, but you got to trade Jimmy Garoppolo.
Right.
And he gave him to San Francisco. So to me, this would smack of Bill. Go ahead.
Skip, before you go, Skip, let this sink in. I want people at home to let this sink in. They traded Brandon Cooks for a first-round pick, and they got a second-rounder for a quarterback.
Good thought. Wow.
Uncle Belichick said, what you think about that, Bob?
Yeah. Brandon Cooks for the 23rd pick in the draft and Jimmy Garoppolo for the 11th pick in the second round of the draft. Wait, 2 plus 2 don't equal.
I ain't trying to start no, Skip. I'm just throwing that out there.
Start it, because I would like to finish this, because I think that this report, this speculation, is on to some truth, because this smacks of Bill Belichick trying to take back the Patriots, retake control of his quarterback situation. The only way to do that is to go get a quarterback that everybody would agree is 1 year away from starting. And then you'd start the process again of telling Tom, this is it. You got 1 year, it's your swan song year here in New England, and then you're either going to go somewhere else and finish, or you're going to retire.
Right.
That's what this would smack of. And I will be offended by it, because obviously I'm a Brady supporter. And to do this would, again, handicap, if not sabotage, Tom Brady, because you're going to get him no offensive help that he now requires, because you don't have Brandon Cooks anymore,
right.
So you don't have anybody no deep threat to threaten the defense. Amendola's gone. And I am not going to be surprised if Rob Gronkowski is going to be an expatriate before the draft. Right. It'd just be vintage Belichick. I'm going to take back control, because now Gronk has aligned himself with Brady under the trainer, obviously. What's his name? Guerrero. So you've got those two against the Patriots, and there's leaks from both camps that they're grating against the system now. They don't like the Belichick way, the Patriot way. So is it possible that he just says, I'm going to cut bait with him? I'm tired of his social media. I'm tired of his antics, his nightlife antics. I'm just going to cut bait. And again, does Gronk make reasonable? He does not make what he should be making. And
not even
you've
close.
made the point from the start. This is as much about contract as it is about just being unhappy with Belichick,
Correct.
right?
Yep.
So right now, Gronk makes $10.9 million. He's way underpaid, but the way they got away with it was they said, you're an injury risk, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what if he says, heck with you, I'm going to go someplace where I can cash in, because he could probably cash in much better someplace else.
Absolutely.
So, and by the way, Tom Brady made only $14 million against the cap last year. You want to talk about the all-time quarterback bargain? Was that not right?
It was.
Okay, but it escalates to $22 million next year against the cap. So Belichick could be saying, okay, Bob, I'm sorry, Bob, I went out from under this. I sucked it up. I swallowed it for 1 year, but I'm not going to swallow it for 2 years. So then, if he takes his firepower and he trades up, and I'm with you, I think people are underestimating how much interest there is in Baker Mayfield, even at the top for Cleveland. I'm not going to be shocked if Cleveland takes him first overall. That's just me, but I'm looking at the projection numbers, and they scream that Baker Mayfield's better than these other kids at the top, all the other top quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. They just say he's the readiest to play. His college stats weren't just good. They were all-time great. And you look at the projections, college to pro, like that Q-based system that Football Outsiders use, he's in the top 10 all-time on projection.
Right.
Again, could that be wrong? But when you look at the rest of the top 10, you say, whoa, they're all big names who made it.
Right. And he's a 4-year starter, because he started at Texas Tech and ended up going playing 3 years at Oklahoma. It's just, for me, I just don't see it. And, the sources are that Tom Brady is not disappointed that they traded Brandon Cooks because he didn't think there was a good fit. Well, I mean, Coach Belichick really is like, well, you might not think he's a good fit, but I think he's a good fit, and we're going to keep him. I mean, if you really want to be – it's just –
Well, I can't believe Tom Brady's happy he doesn't have a deep threat at receiver.
And you know what, Skip? And I agree with you, because in the way they normally do business, they don't normally trade up. They trade back. But we don't normally hear what we've been hearing over the last 6 months, get out of New England. And the way that there's talking on both sides of the equation and what we've been able to hear and how Mr. Kraft always try to throw a wet blanket on this fire to constantly put it out. So, something is going on, and you're right. These two powers are still pulling. They're still at tug of war, trying to gain leverage and says, okay, it's my way, I'm most responsible. I just don't think it's going to end the way this should end.
Yep.
Like everybody's happy and just like we had a great run.
Okay, so where I do not defend Baker Mayfield, obviously, his over-the-top, sometimes over-the-edge antics on the field and his nightlife, I can't defend. And if you tell me those are going to be ongoing pro football issues, I'm out. It's the same way I was with Johnny Manziel. Is there some Manziel potential there? There is.
Yes.
But would Belichick say, I can handle that?
Yeah.
He would say that. Would Belichick tell Baker Mayfield, you got 1 year to wait? He might.
Yeah.
Would Baker wait for a year learning under the master Tom Brady?
Yeah.
He'd probably do that. He'd be okay with that, right?
Well, probably learning from afar.
From afar. Yeah, it's probably,
Yeah, because you know how your guy is.
I don't know if Brady's.
He probably wouldn't. Yeah, but once it became obvious, that's true. It's not like he's just the backup quarterback anymore. He's the next guy, right?
Yeah, if they get Baker Mayfield, Tom Brady knows he's on borrowed
Okay,
time.
no, that's fine. So to get Baker Mayfield, you've got 23 and
31.
31. 30,
You got 43.
No, 32.
No, they got
No,
they
31
lost.
because they
31,
lost. Okay,
right.
okay. So 23, 31, and then the 11th pick in the second round.
43.
You could package that to go up. You could throw. There's been conjecture. Trey Flowers, who's a respected defensive, lineman.
Right.
He's brought their best defensive lineman. If you threw him in, could you get to the Giants pick at 2? Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 23? Oh, yeah.
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 All right. So that's probably what it would take to make sure you would get Baker Mayfield.
That's
If
correct.
that's what you're sold on, that's what you'd have to
Yeah.
pull off.
Oh.
Would he do that? Boy, that's a lot to spend.
Woo!
And
know.
would you not handicap your current going on 41-year-old quarterback? Would you not put him in a bad position? Because, boy, he'd be throwing to Edelman and Hogan and
Maybe or maybe not Gronk.
maybe not.
No mercy.
Floyd Mayweather caused a stir in March when he said he was going to train with UFC fighter Tyron Woodley. Dana White addressed the possibility of Floyd entering the octagon yesterday. Let's take a listen.
I think yes. I didn't think the first fight was going to happen, but I'd never dealt with Mayweather. All I'd ever seen from the outside was the stuff that went on with him and Arum and how they couldn't get the Pacquiao fight done. And then once I got in and started negotiating with these guys, they're actually smart guys. They're easy to deal with, and it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It was much easier. So, yeah, I could see this happening.
So finally, Dan, if that happens, could he beat one of your better fighters? Could he beat a quality UFCer?
Anybody can get caught on any given day, but I think it goes very badly for him.
We're joined by the host of the I Am Rappaport Stereo podcast, Michael Rappaport. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
How are you guys? Hey, Shannon.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good.
Good to see you.
Do you agree with Dana?
I agree with Dana 500%, and I believe a couple of years ago we came on the show. I didn't think the McGregor-Mayweather boxing match was going to happen. I predicted that, and I predict right now if Floyd Mayweather, I don't care if he trains with Tyron Woodley, I don't care if he trains with Brock Lesnar, I don't care who he trains with, he can fight McGregor. You could throw Skip. Shannon could get in there, too. The fight will end in 90 seconds or less with you, and Floyd Mayweather being laid out in a violent, vile, very, very disrespectful way.
Wait, you're saying Floyd would get hurt?
Knocked out flat cold, or have his arm broken, or leg broken, or it would be ridiculous. That's like saying taking let's take Usain Bolt and Michael Phelps and let's put them in race cars because they're both fast in different sports. It's a totally different skill set. Mayweather's not doing this. He doesn't even like physical boxing matches. He's a defensive fighter. There's no running, there's no hiding, there's no tricks in MMA. He can train with whoever he wants to train with. And I wanted Floyd to beat him in the boxing match. I do not want to see this.
Thank you.
It'll be ridiculous, and I can't imagine it happening. But like Dana said, I couldn't imagine the boxing match happening. But like I said, you should get in there, and Shannon, you should definitely get in there.
I don't want no part.
Time out. Would you pay for it? Would you watch it? Yes.
I would pay for it with the money that Shannon still owes me, yes, from last year's finals.
You haven't paid up?
I love what Dana White is trying to do.
Oh, he just
what he's
changed
trying
that.
to do. What he's trying to do is play on Floyd's machismo. Oh, it would end badly.
What
because
machismo?
if you tell an athlete he can't do something, what's he gonna do, Mike? He's gonna buck up and says, "I'm gonna show you." And see, Skip, this was Skip wants because his guy got pummeled in the ring.
Yes,
He pummeled it with 10 rounds.
Pummeled.
How do you get pummeled in 10 rounds?
Pummeled.
He got busted up.
Busted
and
up.
So Dana is trying to say, "Oh, it would end badly," wanting Floyd to say, "I'm gonna show you, Dana. I'm gonna show you, Floyd. This is not the sport that you pick up at age 41.
Play golf
and says I'm gonna do this.
No.
Those got an amateur that's been fighting his life will beat Floyd Mayweather in an MMA
I
match.
agree. You could get a 120-pound dude. A 120-pound amateur would beat Floyd Mayweather.
See, you're talking too much truth. You're too rational. Floyd is addicted to fame and fortune, and this would be as famous and as fortunate money-wise as he would ever be. He made $300 million for boxing Conor McGregor. I promise you he would make $600 million for fighting him in the octagon.
I agree, too.
And he won't know his name.
He won't know his name, how to count it, and he won't be able to hang out at the strip
Exactly.
clubs with him anymore after that.
The more you say that, the more he's going to do that.
Well, if
you
he-
know what? You're contributing. You're playing Dana White right now.
No.
Floyd's watching right now saying, Shannon Sharpe, show
If I want to go to the circus, I will go to the circus. They got circus down in Las Vegas. I'm not going down there to watch this kind of circus. You want to see it happen. It's not happening.
Because
He's mad from last summer.
Yeah, and see what Dana's playing on. A lot of people will buy the fight for the very reason.
Of course they'll buy it.
Because they want to see Floyd get hurt.
Of course. People will buy it.
Right.
They're great promotion. People bought the boxing match. It was a
greatest
joke.
dancer ever. He would run.
There is no dancing in MMA.
There's no dancing. You get kicked in the head.
The octagon. You can just run ring.
He'll kick him in the back of the head while he's
Conor could
dancing.
just stand in the middle of the ring laughing at him, just pointing at him.
No.
Yeah, for 15 seconds, and then it's elbow strike.
First of all, they'll disqualify you if you run. They'll make you fight. They make you fight in the MMA. They're like, come on, guys. So no, there is no running. Skip, you need to stop, Skip. It is not funny.
I love this.
It's not funny.
It's gonna happen.
He's 50-0 in
It's going to
boxing.
happen.
It took almost 2 years to get the boxing
So
match
what?
together.
He gonna be fighting at 43.
Entirely possible.
His first MMA fight.
Versus Conor McGregor at 43. And Conor McGregor's 25 pounds heavier than him. He's not doing it. It's not happening.
Floyd not the greatest defensive fighter ever?
Boxer.
Boxer.
Okay, so he ducks, dances, darts.
You can't duck, dance, elbows to the head, and kicks to the face.
That's the thing.
It could still happen, and if it does, we're all going to be there
Huh?
watching it.
You
Next
can't duck
up,
your dog's
LeBron and
knees
his
if-
Cavs are currently the 3rd seed in the East, just ahead of the Sixers. But Philly has a big injury concern with Joel Embiid, who could return for the first round of the playoffs. The Celtics are currently the 2nd seed, but they're dealing with injuries too, including to Kyrie Irving. LeBron has won 7 straight Eastern Conference championships. Michael, how easy is LeBron's path in the East?
It ain't that easy, especially if it stays the way it is, and his first-round matchup is versus Miami. You're talking about Philly, Toronto, and all that stuff. Miami is a problem, and I am predicting if they play Miami, Michael Tyson, Buster Douglas, knockout. They're going to. Yo, I am telling you, Miami has this.
Knock out the king?
James Johnson.
Yeah.
True hard body karate. He's about that life. He's physical. Black belt for real. Okay? Could beat you and you. Okay? He could match up with LeBron. Dwayne Wade's got that special sauce. Kelly, the arm breaker, Olenek. Okay, rematching with Kevin Love, Pardue, Spoelstra, Pat Riley. They are going to get. Goran Dragic is the most underrated point guard in the NBA. I am telling you right now, the Miami Heat. Forget the Sixers and Toronto.
Whiteside going to play or not play on any given night?
If versus LeBron James, he's going to play. It's going to. Forget Toronto and Philadelphia. The first round, if it is versus Miami, they're going to beat them. They are going to beat. And I am.
I like the sound of it.
I can't stand the Miami Heat, but I'm getting my Ronnie Cycli jersey, and I'm wearing it the entire finals.
No, because you know why you are more of a Bron hater than you are a Heat
I'm a realist.
supporter.
I'm a realist.
Hater.
I'm a realist.
You, but don't worry about it.
Everybody is, except you.
Except me, because I'm objective about this.
You got to get your pom-poms. It's playoff time. You got to
Shannon
get
Sharpe
I'm
is
objective.
litigation. LeBron James.
4-1.
No.
4-1.
No, he got lawsuits pending and all that stuff. It ain't happening. You want to make another bet this year? You want to make another bet? You want to double down on last year? Like LeBron James, it's over. And then he's going to run it. I'm going to go to Philly. I'm going to go to L.A. I might go to Milwaukee.
Tell me the year that LeBron lost in the first round. Oh, you can't, because it's never happened.
Okay, what I say, Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas, biggest defeat in NBA first-round history.
You're giving the Heat a game?
Yeah, that game. Then the playoffs.
I thought you said they were going to go 12-0.
No. You said that.
Oh.
I said they'll lose. They're going to lose about in 3 rounds. They'll probably lose 5-6 games.
Huh. So I'm wondering what you're going to do if the King gets to the Eastern Conference Finals and the Sixers are sitting there waiting for him and they have home court advantage. What are you going to do with that?
I'm going to go ahead and book my flight to the NBA Finals.
Are you?
Yeah.
And book your flight for the parade?
Yep.
What parade? In Cleveland?
Yeah.
In Cleveland?
That's what he
What
said.
parade are you talking about?
I've been before.
What parade you talking about?
I've been before.
We were in Cleveland last year, and you went home last year
Yeah.
like you had like a paper bag over
But
your
the
head.
year before, where was I?
The year before. We're
Yeah.
going back in time now. Then you played in the NFL.
What time about? When the last time you had a parade for the Knicks?
Why you got to bring that up?
Okay, my bad.
Why you got to bring that up?
Yeah.
That's the Knicks. We don't discuss the Knicks this time of year.
Why not?
Because we just don't discuss it. There's nothing to
Wait,
discuss.
Didn't you bring a broom to our show last year?
I brought a broom, and then I brought a plunger. I brought a plunger to Game 5.
Oh, Skip. Oh, really?
The broom didn't work, so we plunged them back to Cleveland, sent them right back through the pipes.
It was a gentleman's broom. It was a
Yeah,
gentleman's
we're not
There's
doing
no
gentleman's sweep. There's no, ain't gonna be a gentleman's sweep this year. Your guy's done. They go, I'm gonna go look at schools in Philadelphia. I'm gonna sue Nick Saban. I gotta figure out something to do. It's over.
Stop it.
Barbershop shows.
How long did it take you to build up this kind of hate and animosity?
What hate? I'm a realist,
You
man.
ain't no realist. You a hater.
Yo, listen, this year, I want to do this. Here's my bet with this guy.
Why do you keep betting him? He doesn't pay
No,
up.
but this year, the loser shows up in here in a cheerleader outfit with the skirt and everything.
No.
With a skirt and everything. You're not betting that. I want you with pom-poms and a skirt that says LeBron.
If the Knicks make the playoffs, I come up in a romper.
Knicks ain't doing anything.
I'll come up here in a romper.
man romper?
Yeah.
A romper?
Yeah. When the Knicks make
Romper?
yeah. That's what I do. Yeah. If they make the playoffs.
Oh, my goodness, man. A one-piece romper.
Yeah.
I want the pom-poms, though.
Yeah.
So I want to hear a bet on Miami over Cleveland in the first round.
I got it right now.
Okay.
I got it right now. It's going to be the biggest upset. They're
Okay.
going to beat them.
Dinner.
Dinner.
$500.
No
$500
problem.
dinner.
No problem. And I like to eat.
Shannon, you know the Cavs are 0-7 in Miami since he went back to
Woo!
But they're going to have home court. So they're the game 7, if it is one, or we play where?
Yeah.
King's house.
Boy, think about Jordan Clarkson on that stage. He's never been there
Never
before.
been there.
Larry Nance Jr. 's
I don't know what's going on. I'm Larry Nance Jr. I've never been here before.
No.
Huh?
Dragic.
Wait, has Dwayne never been there?
Dwayne's been there.
Dwayne played 18 minutes a night.
Dwayne, those are going to be precious 18 minutes. James Johnson is hard body karate. LeBron James doesn't want any of that body contact.
We don't want none of us.
Yeah.
You see didn't we body bag Nurkic? Body bagged him.
Listen.
He dunked on everybody on the Pelicans roster.
Let's go for the Pelicans roster, man. There's stars worrying about whether he's going to shave his eyebrow or not shave his eyebrow during the regular season. Come on, AD. You're better than that.
No, he's not.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to be in Cleveland next year.
Miami, it's over, man. I'm telling you.
You're crazy.
All right, we'll see. Get that romper ready.
LeBron James, born December 30th, 1974.
84.
It's 74. I think you got it.
LeBron Ramon James, the one Gloria James.
Yeah.
Knew he was going to be special.
He's like a human Wikipedia.
Let me ask you a question. How many Michaels you know? I bet I go to the phone book right now and find 1,500 people first name Michael. Name another LeBron.
So what?
Exactly.
And so what? It don't mean it's a dope name.
It is dope.
So, Michael, let me ask you what you think about this. Michael Jeffrey Jordan 9 times played all 82 games of a season, 9 times, and LeBron has never done it 1 time. 0 times.
He wants to be like Mike, and he's going into this. He'll go into this playoffs having played 82 games, and then he's going to go down to Miami. Might spend a couple of nights out at Live. You get the EDM clubs.
Too many minutes.
Yeah.
No, Miami's tough.
He played 82 games. Skip says, well, he's never played 82 games. Oh, he's playing too many minutes. He doesn't play enough games. He plays too many minutes. What's the fine line?
Listen, he's great, and he could keep getting the finals.
All-time
And
great.
he's great. He could keep
Transcendent.
getting the finals, and he could keep losing in finals. But this year, he ain't making it out of the East. And then he's going to run away and have a big press conference.
Michael.
And I hope he'll come here and tell you where he's going.
No mercy.
Thanks for listening to the Undisputed Podcast. I'm Joy Taylor. We're back at the same time tomorrow morning, 9:30 Eastern. We'll see you then.
Fox Sports 1 of 1.